Welcome back to Health Talk here on AETV Live. My name is Ogaga Ekama and I'm your host. I've still got the doctor here with me in the person of Dr. Chinoye Obimwa. So, Doc, in the previous episode, we looked at abnormal menstruation and I love the way you broke it down. It was a lot of pathways from the brain, hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, and the ovaries, and told us the relationship and all of that. There's also anxiety, stress, PCOS, ovarian cysts, fibroid. These are some causes of abnormal menstruation.
Yeah.
So, as a doctor, these things can be diagnosed. What are the diagnoses? So, if somebody comes and tells you, like, someone that keeps time, because that's what we started from, a lady has to know her cycle, so she knows if it's delaying or not, if there's any abnormality. So, if a lady comes to the hospital and says, 2 months now, I've not had my flu. So, what could be the first thing that would be done by a doctor?
We have to crack this issue. Is a very detailed and a sensitive issue. You have to get a detailed history of the patient because the causes might be much, can't just be a single cause. So you have to get a detailed information about this patient before the diagnosis is not one diagnosis. You can't just rule out one diagnosis. Is really, that's why I call it, is a very broad, detailed, and sensitive topic because you have to ask some certain questions that she has to be truthful for you to know where you're heading to. Yes. So if a lady comes, she has not seen her period for maybe you ask, maybe you, like as I said, history, you ask, you go further to ask the lady if she has even ever seen it normal before.
Okay.
You understand? That's the history. So I can't really start
unpacking
the history and asking. So and the investigations. But the thing is, if you just notice any abnormality, please go to the nearest hospital and go and see your doctor. It is very important. Like I said, it's a very sensitive and broad topic.
Okay. Just on causes, can infections, STIs, can they cause any of these abnormalities in menstruation?
It can. Yeah, it can.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, treatment. When a lady has noticed any abnormality in her menstruation, in her cycle, can it be restored? For example, if it's a lady that was having normal menstruation before, can it be restored after an abnormality?
Yes, definitely it can be restored. There is nothing that can be restored. It can be restored. As I said, the earlier the better. The earlier the better. So if you notice anything, go to your doctor, explain everything. The earlier they start treatment, the better. So everything will just go well. Yeah.
Another thing that came to mind too, because when you talked about that pathway now, so hormonal imbalance can also cause.
Definitely, yeah.
Because I don't know, should I say it's something that, well, is there really any lady that has never missed a cycle? And I'm not talking about people that are sexually active. Because most people that I've spoken with, especially some persons, will tell you that, especially in their early years, during their early years, I've seen people like in their late 20s, early 30s, say things like, it's not my period that even became consistent. Like while I was growing up, my period was not consistent. Could it be as a result of something that was going on health-wise, or as a result of ignorance or nonchalance? Honestly, and the way you're looking at me, has your period always? I know it's a personal question, but when I'm saying it, you were looking at me like, is it really true? But
No,
without any
to be
medical condition, has just been always consistent.
to be sincere,
Yeah.
I've never missed my period. If any lady have missed her period without,
A health condition.
yeah, without a health, it's not normal.
It's not normal.
Yeah, unless the lady's pregnant. But apart from that, normally you have to see your period every month.
So you see why this conversation is very important. Because honestly, it's not like I go around
Yeah.
actually, it's not like I go around having this conversation with ladies. But a few times I've had it. This you're actually the first person that I can recall. You're actually the first person that I can recall that's actually saying they've had consistent without missing it. So maybe there was an underlining. So that's what I'm saying this is important. Because truth is, there are probably other ladies that are running really, and this is not just a conversation of okay, maybe the person is sexually active.
I get.
I've had people that they've said that they are not sexually active, they're still virgins, but their period has not been consistent.
You remember what I said when I was talking about the causes from the hypothalamus? When I said anxiety, stress, even nutritional imbalance, all these factors comes to play. So, okay, I have one experience. There was a time I was not eating well. I was stressed out that period. Actually, I saw my menses, but the flow wasn't okay.
Okay.
Like it was not, the blood was scanty. At the point, like I was afraid. When I went to my doctor after asking me some certain questions, he told me to rest. Let me just go and rest. The next month, the thing came back to normal. So many factors like that hypothalamus factor, like the brain that I talked about. You might be stressed out. You might not even be eating well. And it's your body. All these things comes to play. So in a month, maybe you still expect the same thing to continue like that, or the another you see someone that is not stressing you, that is stressing every day.
I think with what you've told me, I think if I have any friend around that has normalized it, because apparently now for what you've given me is an abnormality. Because sometimes I feel like
It is.
if it happens once in a while, you have a consistent flow, but you miss one or two classes. Okay, let's move away from that. Let's not dwell too much on this. So